Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and classmates. My name is Patrick Kingsbury. I'm here to discuss with you an interesting disease in our society. Do you remember the British disease? It was once described as Britain's economic and industrial weakness when the trade unions were out of control. The disease I'm referring to is called MRSA. MRSA stands for methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. This term is used to describe a number of strains that are resistant to antibiotics. Staphylococcus aureus is a group of bacteria that lives in our nose and on our skin. It is normally harmless. Most people don't even know that they are carrying it. It is in fact that up to 30% of the UK's population carries this bacteria on their nose and in their skin. This group of bacteria can spread very easily from person to person contact. What is the problem or the major concern with this disease, you ask? The problem with Staphylococcus aureus is that it's able to enter our body from a simple cut or wound. More than 285 Americans die every day from this health-related infection. Over 2 million Americans acquire this infection every year, though some of those suffer greatly. They even become disabled, and some of them lose their quality of life. This is a very dehumanizing experience. Most people have healthy immune systems that are able to fight off this infection, and they only show mild symptoms. However, on the other hand, those with weakened systems are those who have just undergone may encounter serious problems. In more vulnerable people, this bacteria has been known to cause boils, abscess, septic wounds, and in serious cases, toxic shock syndrome, or even death. Those people with weakened immune system must undergo an intensive round of antibiotics to help clear the infection. The big concern with MRSA is that this bacteria strain is very resistant to a number of antibiotics that are usually given to treat those with Staphylococcus aureus infections. One of the most well-known and covered stories of MRSA was with an NBA player by the name of Grant Hill. Grant Hill was undergone ankle surgery in 2003. 4 days later, he was rushed to the hospital with a temperature of 105. And then from his knee down, his whole leg was black and red. After a bunch of tests, the doctors determined that Grant had MRSA, and it began a very aggressive treatment of antibiotics. Eventually, Grant Hill was cured. And then since this encounter with MRSA, Grant Hill has become an advocate, going to different locker rooms, different leagues, explaining the very seriousness of MRSA. Many people wasn't even aware of MRSA. Oprah wasn't aware of MRSA until 2009 when she did this interview with Grant Hill. How was MRSA treated, you ask? Because MRSA is one of the most resistant strains to a number of different antibiotics, it is harder to treat than the non-resistant bacteria. However, there are still some antibiotics that can be used to treat MRSA. For those people with weakened immune systems who have become infected with MRSA, the best treatment or best antibiotic is vancomycin. Though this antibiotic is usually given as injections or through an intravenous drip, only given in the hospital. Certain groups of people are at higher risk of the infection of MRSA. For this reason, some healthy people are screened through swabbing of their nose and swabbing of their skin. And then if they're found out to carry this bacteria, they are given a cream to apply either to their nose or their skin called mupirocin. This is done to reduce the bacteria entering their body from either a cut or a wound, or either spraying it. Now today, mandatory testing Illinois for patients either entering the hospital or leaving the hospital is under review by the General Assembly in Illinois. The Veteran Administration's health system has also started screening patients for MRSA upon their admission and when they're getting ready to leave the hospital. So thank you for listening and me helping you become more aware of MRSA. Thank you.